Toronto police are looking for a suspect or suspects in a shooting that left 2 men dead in Scarborough. Investigators are at the scene at Janela Square as well, near Morningside and Shepherd. Police say the shooting happened in the backyard of a home while a birthday party was taking place. When paramedics arrived, they found 2 men shot without vital signs, and they were pronounced dead on scene. A woman was also shot and taken to a trauma center in serious condition.
This is the side of the house where everyone was traveling towards my backyard. And we have people here at the sides here, cooling out, having a joyous time. There was a group of people all here, standing all around by the side. There was a group of people right here. Rochelle was standing here with her friend and a few other friends, and some people were here. I was sitting by that big window up there where I can overlook the crowd. And the guy who was playing the music was right onto that deck. There were a few people all here. And then in the middle of everything, while people were eating and having fun, I hear pop, pop, pop. I thought it was fireworks. And I saw flashing lights. Then I heard it screaming and shouting, and everyone was just running everywhere. So I didn't know what it was until someone shouted out what I wasn't expected to hear.
So I was making my way to the backyard, and as I was greeting everybody, music was playing. I was there dancing with my brother, his friends, my friends. I think a song paused or the music paused or something. I don't remember what happened, but I guess whatever, the music transitioned to something else. Everybody went their own ways, and then I was there standing speaking to a good friend of mine, had my arm around him and cracking jokes, goofing off and stuff like that. And then the next thing I know, we were on the ground in the same position. His head was in my shoulders the same way it would have been if I was standing and had my arm around his shoulders. And I just see blood everywhere and him struggling to breathe. So as we were laying there with him in my arms, I knew something was wrong. I didn't know what. I didn't even know I was shot. I don't recall hearing gunshots. My brother was there, another friend was there, trying to help him out once they realized that, I'm okay. I was worried for him because clearly something is happening and it doesn't look good at all. And, he turned to me like he wanted to say something, and I just see him take his last breath and his eyes just opened wide, and I just screamed out like, he has a daughter, like, why is this happening? I don't know. I will never forget that a friend died in my arms looking at me. Like, that will never leave my memory. Soon after my friend passed in my arms, I felt like my body vibrating like really bad, where I felt like I thought I was shaking, and I cried out to my dad and asked him to stop me or hold me from shaking. And he's like, he's here, but there's nothing, you're not shaking. I knew something was wrong, I just didn't know what. When my surgeon or doctor first told me that I wasn't going to walk, I didn't really believe them. I didn't really take heed to the seriousness of it. I was still like, I'm a very laughy, jokey person, so I don't know if maybe the medication they had me on had me in a different state, but when they told me again the second time, I started crying hysterically, and when everybody goes home, I don't think anybody realizes how difficult it was that I had to been stuck there. And I think that's when, like, I guess depression was now kicking in, because I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. And my best friend at that time was about to get married, and I was contemplating going to her wedding because I just felt like I was gonna ruin, I don't know, I just didn't feel secure with myself. because of the change and being in a wheelchair, and then the challenges that I had to face, and flying out of the country. How is it one minute you're just celebrating your birthday with your loved ones, and the next minute you have a good friend die in your arms, and then I can no longer walk again, you know? That seemed like a movie to me. I had points where I wanted to commit suicide. I had to pray long and hard on it because nobody understood what I was going through, and I felt like nobody took the time to understand or was there. And I felt alone. I don't know if it's because I shut everybody out at that time. Again, I was insecure with the changes, and I didn't think anybody understood the deals, like the great deal I had to face. I'm slowly coming out of this place where, you know, this darkness where there's more to life. Yes, this tragic thing happened to me and my loved ones. You know, they have to see all this and live through it with me. But I'm now seeing that there's more to life, and I'm very grateful for God sparing my life. That's one thing I used to ask God, why me, why this? But you know what? Sometimes you have to go through things to become more stronger. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And I know I'm not a weak person, never was, but it is definitely making me a stronger person. And I will fight to the end to do whatever it takes to get myself back on my feet.
My name is Nikki Davenport. I work at Walk It Off as a registered kinesiologist, and I'm a neurorecovery trainer working with individuals who have neurological disorders, spinal cord injuries, performing activity-based therapy sort of sessions. So Rochelle's injury, she has a gunshot wound that went through her vertebrae, so through her spinal cord. This severed the spinal cord. The spinal cord is basically a highway of all of the neurons and communication between your brain, your fingers, your toes, your legs, anything you want to do, the way you speak, blink, it's all the communication. So if that highway is now cut off, think of it as like a car. You have to find a new route. So that's what we're doing here. We're trying to find new pathways for this car to travel. These nerves or these neurons, these messages, to go from the spinal cord and around the injury. So she has a lesion from T11 to L1, and that inhibits her from having conscious control, really, of her lower extremities and some abdominals. Rochelle is like a little firecracker. She has tons of energy, and it goes in both ways. So she can have these really great days where she's fully motivated and has all this drive, and then she has days where it can go completely sideways because she's in so much pain. Every day she's had to push through this pain, and it changes from like super, super painful to moderately painful. And it's in the regions that she normally cannot feel. So it's nerve, it's sharp, it's burning, it comes in exasperations. So at first we were seeing her come every so often. She'd have to cancel because she'd just be bedridden. Now, it's almost like she's come to this acceptance, and she's taken this pain to drive her recovery and just put it towards her moving forward in her progression. She doesn't have the coverage like most people have, depending where they get injured. If you're in a car or you're in a home, you get this insurance, or based on your job, you might have insurance. Rochelle doesn't have any of that. So now she's realizing that she's gonna have to fight for what she wants if she wants to get from point A to point B. If she wants to walk again, she's going to have to fight for herself. She fought for standing frame, she got her license, now she's fighting for the best treatment possible on the other side of the world. So it's amazing that she has now changed from this, oh my God, why me, to screw it, I'm not gonna let it control me, and gear which way I'm gonna go in life. Like, she still has control of it.
Lami spine surgery is a minimally invasive surgery where they will be injecting over 150 million stem cells into my spine where the level of injury is to help regenerate the growth of my nerves. This would help reduce my pain. It would also help improve my motor and sensory function, and it will also help build my muscle mass. Ultimately, this is my best option to walk again. I just need a little help to get me there.